Hey YouTube, it's Nikki. Hope you guys are doing good. Today is 2 weeks post-op gastric bypass surgery for me, and I decided to be smart and I actually wrote some notes down so that I'm not just rambling incessantly because I have a tendency to do that. Um, okay, so let's talk numbers. This morning I am 264. Which is fantastic. I'm pretty stoked about it. I have been 264 since Monday, but I actually started my menstrual cycle, so I am retaining fluid, and I'm just glad that in the past 2 days I haven't gained any weight, so I am steady at 264. Also, I have started eating some solid foods that are, either macerated in my mouth or not really that solid, just, mushy foods. We'll get to that in a second. I am 25 pounds from the weight that I was the first time I went to my bariatric surgeon's office. And you'll have to excuse me, I heard my alarm go off, so it's time for me to drink. We'll get to that more in a second, too. So, alright, I am 18 pounds down from surgery. So I'm 18 pounds down in 14 days. I'm pretty stoked about that. That's cool. And I'm also 10 pounds down from last week. I was 274. A couple of non-scale victories. First, I had, my first non-scale victory is, I don't know if you guys had noticed in previous videos, but on my necklace that I wear every day, I love frogs, so I have a frog necklace on that I wear almost every day. And my wedding band and engagement ring were on that because my fingers were too fat for them to fit. I am now proudly displaying my bling that my husband got for me, which I have been in love with since the moment he gave it to me, and haven't been able to wear since about a year after we were married. Another cool thing, watch this. It's not even remotely snug. I mean, it wiggles. Like, I don't know if you can see this. Just barely touching it, and it's like wiggling on my finger. I'm stoked. So anyways, this year will be 6 years that we've been married, and I can wear my rings again. I'm choking up. That means so much to me. I love being able to sit at a restaurant and have my hand on the table, and people comment on how pretty my ring is. I haven't had that since I was a newlywed. It's cool. Also, this past Sunday was my first Sunday back at church since the surgery, and many of you know that my pastor came and prayed and talked to me and my husband before we went in, and anyway, she saw me, gave me a big hug, told me I was looking great, and I said, Pastor Lisa, come on now. It hadn't even been 2 weeks. She said, girl, you look like a different person. So I doubt you can see it on video yet, but I've been told that by 3 people that are not blowing smoke up my skirt, and that's cool. That Sunday, I wore these black flats that I have that I bought at Target that I just fell in love with, but that always kind of felt weird on my foot, and I thought, dang, I hate these feel kind of weird. I got to get another pair of shoes now. Well, I wore them because they no longer felt weird. I had lost weight in my foot, and they felt great. So I don't have to buy another pair of shoes, and they feel awesome. So those are my 2 non-scale victories. Okay, so foods that I have tried. I've tried refried beans, which I mentioned last week that I was going to do that. Please don't give me any lectures on that it's not a good source of protein. I cleared it through my nutritionist, and at the time it was the only thing I could get down that wasn't liquid without being nauseous, because I've had a nausea issue. Next, yesterday after I left the surgeon's office, because I hadn't packed any solid food for myself for lunch, he said, go ahead and start trying to eat solid foods, chew really, really well. Don't learn the hard way if you don't chew or you don't take your time. I asked him, I said, I didn't pack anything. He said, stop by and get a small Wendy's chili. See if you can eat a third to a half of it. I said, am I small? He said, yeah. He said, chew it like you have never chewed before. If you were chewing each bite 50 times before you feel comfortable to swallow, then do that. I said, okay. And that's what I did. And I ate half of a small, and I felt very satisfied, very, satiated, and it was great. It was fantastic. Also, last night, I got a little bit adventurous, and my husband and what we've decided now to call my pseudo-son. My husband and my pseudo-son wanted to go out to dinner, and I needed to go to the grocery store. I don't have anything really mushy or solid to eat at my house for myself, because I've been on, liquids for 2 weeks. So I need to go to the grocery store, but I tried a shrimp and crab cheese dip. It came with tortilla chips. I didn't eat any of the tortilla chips. I ate it with a spoon. I took so much of it home. I probably ate only about 2 to 3 tablespoons of it. It was going down fine. This is going to sound silly, I was more thirsty than I was hungry. And so I just wanted to finish eating so I could have something to drink within the 30 minutes after meal thing. So, but I brought some home, and I had a little bit more when I came home too. And it is at home now in the refrigerator, and I will reheat some of it. With the cheese and the crab and the shrimp and the spices, there's lots of good protein in there. And it was a warm dip. It was actually a pretty good choice for me. I had looked at the children's menu, and there's not anything on there that I can eat yet. So also, I had my first post-op appointment at my doctor's office yesterday, and everything went well. He said, I'm looking good, my weight's looking good, I'm doing great. He's proud of me. He encouraged me to work on my water because I'm still not getting 64 ounces in. So I am officially, that's where this comes in, I have set a 15-minute alarm on my computer to go off every 15 minutes to remind me to drink. I have a 1-ounce cup here that I'm drinking from. If I have between 1 to 2 ounces of liquid every 15 minutes, I should get my liquid in my 64 ounces in a day. So that is what I am doing. And my little bitty sips that I've been taking every 15 minutes have not been an ounce. An ounce of liquid fills my mouth. And I honestly have just been scared. I'm scared. I'm terrified of dumping and throwing up. Absolutely terrified. I do not want to have an episode, so I am very scared to kind of move on, to progress in my journey. I'm terrified. So, yes, when I smell food, I have head hunger and I want it, but then me being scared of doing something I'm not supposed to do, definitely tells me, oh no, don't do that. My husband was eating pizza, and he's like, do you think you can have some of this on top? And I was like, I'm not trying it. I'm just not trying it. And he's like, okay, that's fine. He wasn't pressuring me. He just offered. And I said, I'm sorry, babe. I can't. I'm not going to try that. I don't want to dump. And I'm scared when we go out to eat to try new things because I'm scared I'm going to dump at a restaurant. Terrified I'm going to do that. Or of course I've never had it happen, but I don't want to put something in and then moments later it be stuck and you feel like I'm having a dang heart attack in a restaurant or that I got to go throw up while I'm in a restaurant. Terrified. So anyways, that's kind of where I'm at with that. Also, I have these little glue spots that are over my incisions. My doctor said it's time for them to come off. If they're not coming off on their own in the shower, he said get a little bit of Vaseline and a Q-tip and work those suckers off. They don't need to be there. My skin needs to breathe. Time for them to go. So I'm going to work on maybe trying to get the glue off. Okay, so Body Shop. Let me move my crystal light out of the way. Alright, so I know it's only 2 weeks, but I'm super stoked about the 18 pounds down. So, hope you can see this. I still feel bloated. However, my clothes feel looser. So, I have a couple of questions for everybody that's watching. First of all, do you still feel like you are bloated and swollen even when your clothes are smaller? So your clothes are bigger on you, so you're smaller. So obviously you aren't as big as you were. Do you still feel? I just kind of still feel swollen and bloated. Second question is, I'm gonna be going back to the gym because I feel well enough to right now. So I'll be doing that. How did you start back? Before I had surgery, I was doing a 30-minute cardio workout and stuff, and I don't know if I can get back to that. I guess I can try. Next thing is, odd question, solid poos. When do you start having those again? All right, I guess I'm out. Have a great week, everybody. Bye.